do you think for you, like last time when you and I spoke, I think we were in Arkansas at the same time. This was
Yeah,
like
you called.
9 months ago, 8 months ago.
Yeah, I was doing Turnbuckle, a film Turnbuckle. Not even 9 months ago. It was maybe November or October.
You're right. It was probably you're right. It was probably November when we spoke. And are you still getting the knock of bigger projects coming your way?
Oh no! After I sued Fox and Disney, you go into the blacklist.
Permanent.
You until there's a new change of everybody inside of there. So you're no longer on their main list of calling because you've broken the cardinal rule, which is you never talk. Even if you're being screwed over, you never talk. You're supposed to keep that quiet and keep working as a good slave. And I didn't do that. I fought about, some injustices that I felt was happening with me. And you realize that the entire system is rigged because they carry so much power. And and everybody, either you work for Disney or you want to work for Disney in this business.
Why?
Because Disney,
They own all the big brand, Star Wars and everything.
yep. So how are you going to hire somebody that Disney is angry at as a producer? And so you still stay within the independent realm and you
Does that
build
go
and
all
that
the way
stuff.
up to Bob Iger, or is it like a
Yeah,
Kathleen Kennedy type of thing?
it goes all the way up to Dana Walden to all of them. It's, they have their list and you want to be on the good side of it. But then you want to have your integrity at the same time. You don't want to just roll over. You want everything to be balanced as much as possible. So the big studios, there's still people that will call and look for me, but now I'm at the point where, I'm writing my books. I'm more so trying to connect with people. I don't want to play a character, even though if something great comes around, I'm there for it in a sense. But I really want to connect with who Terry is right now, and do some healing, some inner healing that I wasn't getting with all the other stuff.
Are you if you never get any big job, are you completely resolved with that?
Oh my God, I've done my best. I've murdered it on the screen.
I agree. Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to do an impersonation of yourself the rest of your life? If I've done that character before, I don't need to do that anymore. And right now, it's a greater message of, okay, let us start reasoning again. Like did the entire thing with science and all of that, and you come with all the stuff you're supposed to come with. You come with the white papers. You come with the patents. You come with prototypes. You come with, new geometry. And to have it obfuscated and ignored, like since we talked on the last show, you don't hear any talks about science anymore. It's all quiet out there. Somebody went in there and they were like, okay, let's silence this conversation. But you can't show me any point where I was debunked on anything. Everything that I've said, they just chose to try and ignore it as much as they can. So my goal is still these life-saving.
Did you ever
things
sit down with Brian Keating or no? Did you guys?
No, Brian, they all hid away. And then if I call Eric Weinstein, he does the same thing. Oh, hey, Terrence, how you doing? But it's like, let's not engage.
Right.
Let's not engage. Me and Dr. Yu, we still talk and move things forward. Yeah,
Okay.
I ended up doing the Tesla Tech conference and
Did you link up with the Space Force commander, or did you guys?
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but no. This is Tesla Tech, the actual Tesla guy, not Elon Musk or anything like that. Not associated with that, but it introduced the understanding that our universe must be finite in order for us to have conservation of energy laws, which completely destroys all of their foundations because most of their constants are based on the assumption of infinity, of an infinite space, but in an infinite domain to spread a minute amount or a conserved amount of energy across an infinite domain, you break conservation of energy laws. The universe has to be bounded in order to have recursion or to have the echo. It's got to hit a wall in order for it to come back. The expanding waves hit the edge of our universe, and the returning waves hit newly expanding waves, and that's when you get your first geometry. So being able to prove that led to the next steps of, okay, here's the collapse of the constants now. Let's take apart Planck. Let's take apart the fine structure constant. Let's take apart all of these things that they're holding everything up with. So I'm still in the process of moving that, and that's still the most important thing in my life because there's life-saving things associated with it, and especially when you look upon where the world is right now. Hi, everyone. My name is Terrence Howard. I'm an actor, but in the field of science also. So if you would like to connect with me, you can connect with me on Connect. The QR code is down below, and let's have a great conversation.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.